Hi, I'm Arlene and I'm back again with another video. So today I am going to continue with showing you my entire perfume collection. So this will be part 2. I hope you are enjoying this. Please take the time to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about my perfume collection and if you have any of the fragrances that I have shown so far. Okay, so we're going to start off with Escada. This is Escada Agua del Sol. This is a pretty ice cream, creamy, sweet scent. I really like this one, if you can tell. But to be honest, I had this when I had a lot less fragrances. So I might have only used it once last year, but I do want to finish this off. It has sorbet, ice cream, raspberry, some citruses at the top, pink pepper that you cannot smell. Well, I can't smell that in here. We have some apricot and rose, tonka bean, white musk, and sandalwood. It is a beautiful fragrance, pretty for the spring and summer. Good to go. Next, I have Escada Candy Love. This was released in 2020. It's basically a pretty apple fragrance. It has candy apple, rose, whipped cream, and vanilla. So it's a creamy apple, sweet fragrance. Nice for the spring and summer. None of the Escadas really have good longevity, but they are pretty fragrances. I used to think one of them that I had really good longevity, but when I tried to use it again, it didn't have it. And the Agua del Sol was released in 2016. Okay, next I have, oh, I don't want to focus. Okay, there we go. I have Escada Miami Blossom. This is the one that has pineapple and watermelon in it. It also has some blueberry. It's another pretty summertime fragrance or warm weather fragrance like Escada come out with every year. Has ambroxan, some jasmine and tuberose. Also musk and sandalwood. True to form, this does not have good longevity, but it is a nice fragrance. Miami Blossom was released in 2019. So next I have let's try it again. Sorbetto Rosso. This is another pretty fruity watermelon fragrance. It has pear and some sea salt notes, rose, strawberry, apple, praline, musk, and amber. Very pretty, nice for the springtime, summertime, warm weather. Not very long lasting. I'm hoping that they do better this year. But what I found, that one that was in my collection, like I'm going back to that one again, has done worse. So we'll see. So that's Escada Sorbetto. And this is the one that I keep referencing. This is Escada Taj Sunset. This is one of the prettiest scents you can ever smell. Let me put this down for a minute. This one here is very tropical smelling. It has the mango and nectarine and some raspberry, water lily, and lotus, coconut, musk, and sandalwood. It is so pretty. If you can find this one, I would say try it, but just know that it's not It's probably not going to give you the longevity that you're looking for, but it's very pretty. Take a decant with you and enjoy the fragrance. Once again, that's Escada Taj Sunset. For the Taj Sunset, I forgot to say that that was released in 2011. But this one here is by Captivating Essence, Patchouli, and Praline. This fragrance is kind of hard to find some information online about it. I did see a video one time. A girl did a dedicated review on this fragrance, but I got this from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. It is a very beautiful, strong, projecting fragrance. Has pretty good longevity. It smells like, it says like it has caramel or vanilla, something sweet like that in it, and maybe praline, and of course the patchouli because it's in the name. But then it also has a vibrant violet note in it. At least that's what I'm getting. I think some rose. Very pretty. Like I said on many videos that I've talked about this, if you see it in those discount stores, pick it up, give it a try, because it's very good. And it's only about $12.99. And then I bought a box that had different ones from this same line. No, it's not. Oh my goodness. All this time I'm thinking it's the same line. Okay, well, we're going to go with it even though I was mistaken. This is Indulgent Moments. I don't know. I don't know. They looked similar to me for whatever reason. I didn't even read the name. But this is Raspberry and Tuberose. We're going to make this a group even though it isn't. This one to me is a sweet and creamy fragrance. I have not worn any of these by itself yet. I just tested them. I do plan to get some wear out of them. I would like to wear them and get them out of my collection, but they are pretty. This is Black Cherry and Tonka. This one is a cherry fruity fragrance with smells like vanilla in there. And then I have Iris and Ivy. And this one smells sweet and fresh to me. Like I said, I don't know about the longevity or anything about these. And I did not even try to look up the notes. This is Cashmere and Vanilla. And it smells fresh, creamy, and sweet. So I do plan on getting some wear out of those, especially when I go back to work. But this is Captivating Essences, and this is Indulgent Moments. Okay, so now I have Versace Bright Crystal. This is the original that came out in 2006. It has yuzu, pomegranate, ice, lotus, amber, musk. It's a very soft, pretty fragrance, but it is long lasting. At least on clothes it is, but it is very soft. It's a pretty, summery, bright type, watery fragrance. And I like that one. That is Bright Crystal by Versace. Okay, so now we have Versace Crystal Noir. This is your dry, a bit sexy type fragrance. It's a bit deep. It has pepper and ginger and cardamom. So it's spicy with coconut, peony, orange blossom, sandalwood, musk. So this is for me, a year-round fragrance, but A lot of people like to wear this, say like when they're on the beach or something, or doing some type of summer watery type thing, maybe being on a yacht or a boat or something. But it's not a sweet coconut fragrance. Like I said, it's very dry, but it's a pretty fragrance. So that's Crystal Dior. And Crystal Dior was released in 2004. I could just imagine that being like a sleek type fragrance that somebody in Miami might wear by the water. At least that's where my imagination went. Okay, so my last Versace fragrance is Perfume Dylan Blue. This is a peachy Granny Smith fragrance. It has some rose hip and jasmine, musk. It's quite fresh and even a bit aquatic to me. I think about the water. Maybe it's the blue bottle. I'm not sure. But this is a really pretty fragrance. And I think it wear well mostly in the spring and summer. And it was released in 2007. I'm sorry, 2017. Okay, so now I'm going into my aquatic fresh scents. This is Lou Diazzi by Issey Miyake. This is the Eau de Toilette. I believe this is the original. I think the EDP may have came later. I'm not sure. But anyway, this one was released in 1992. It's a fresh, watery, aquatic type scent. It has some lotus and lemon in there with rose water, some lily of the valley, peony, musk, tuberose. Has some cedar and sandalwood. It is a beautiful fragrance that has stood the test of time. I think it's a year-round fragrance, even though it's more on the aquatic side, but it has great longevity. So it will be able to shine in the cold weather. It's just a beautiful fragrance. This is another Issey Miyake fragrance. This one is Igo Nectar Diazzi, which is supposed to be the same as Pure Nectar Diazzi. I believe this one has some peach in it, and it has some of that. It has the same watery, fresh, aquatic type properties, just like the Lou Diazzi. Just another pretty fragrance. I'm not sure when this one came out or was released, but it is another pretty fragrance by Issey Miyake. And then I have one more, which is Pleats Please. This one has a wild rose and pink pepper with musk and patchouli in there. It's like a watery rose type scent, great for blending. It actually blends quite well with a lot of fragrances, especially citrus type fragrances. It just makes it like a creamy sweet rose when you mix it with citrus. Well, citrus, yeah, citrus or fruity type fragrances. Okay, so now I'm getting into the type of fragrances I really like. They're a little bit heavier. This is Dolce and Gabbana Light Blue Intense. This is a watery, fruity fragrance. It's bright. It has Granny Smith apple, jasmine, musk. It's very pretty. I know a lot of people love the original, but I like this one. This is my first and only light blue. They do have a lot of flankers, but I think I'm good with this one, especially since I have all of those Escada summery type fragrance. And this one hits a little bit heavier and it's good with blending. It blends with a lot of fruity fragrances. And just like that Issey Miyake Pleats Please, when it mixed with the fruity fragrances, it kind of turns sweet and creamy. So I like that about it. And this one was released in 2017. That's Light Blue Intense. Next, I have Dolce and Gabbana, the One Intense. This is a beautiful fragrance. I really enjoy this. This is one of my favorite fragrances right now. It has plum, pink pepper, jasmine, rose, patchouli, vanilla. It is a beautiful, long lasting on me, great projection type fragrance. I really enjoy it. That is the One Intense. Next, I have another beautiful fragrance that I'm really enjoying in this season, this cold weather season. This is the flower that sticks out to me the most is the violet. It has bergamot and orange in there, coffee, caramel, vanilla, patchouli, orange blossom, and rose. This is such a beautiful fragrance to me. I'm so glad I picked it up. I'm really enjoying it for the cold weather. That is the Only One. Now I'm into Carolina Herrera Good Girl. Carolina Herrera fragrances are turning out to be some of my favorite fragrances from the Good Girl line of fragrances. I'm looking forward to the blush that they have coming out earlier. And they had another one that came out that didn't come to America. It's a gold and black shoe. But anyway, this is the original Good Girl. This was released. I keep wanting to say came out, but I want to say release. That sounds better. This was released in 2016. It has a lot of notes. You get a lot of almond and vanilla, coffee, tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, tonka, cacao, praline, vanilla, musk, patchouli, cinnamon. This is a beautiful fragrance to me. I enjoy it. I wear it year round, but it's probably better suited for cold weather. But in the evenings, in warmer weather, it just does the job. It is great on projecting, and it's a bit sexy. I really enjoy the Carolina Herrera Good Girls that I have. The next one I have is Good Girl Gautier. This one was released in 2018. A lot of people say this is their favorite flanker. It is beautiful. I got the little bottle, but now I wish I had the big one. But really, it doesn't matter when you have so many fragrances. You know, if you get to use them once or twice a year, that's good. So I want some of the other flankers, but right now I have 3, and this is the Gautier version. This one has ylang ylang, mandarin orange, bergamot, tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, rose, dulce de leche, praline, tonka bean, some amber and musk and patchouli. This is another one that has is very pretty, a bit sexy. You do have to top up with this one. I just carry my decant bottle and do that. It is so beautiful. And it is a compliment getter. All of these are. And last but not least is Very Good Girl. This one has lychee, red currant, rose, vanilla, and vetiver. This one was released in 2021. It starts out bright and pretty with the red currant and the lychee, and then in a dry down, you get that spiciness from the vetiver and the vanilla. And to me, it seems like it has some almond in there, but I don't think it does, or it's not listed, I should say. But that is all of my Carolina Herrera fragrances, my Good Girl collection, and I hope to add to it this year with at least the blush fragrance that comes out later on this year. So we'll see. I have a bit of a confession to make. By me going through my fragrances and really looking at them and talking about them, I'm noticing that some of my softer, fruitier fragrances, I'm not that thrilled about. So it very well might be a declutter. But when I declutter stuff, I give it away to people that I know. And so I would not be throwing away any fragrances or selling them. I would just give them away. But I can see that happening with a few of the ones that I have. But we're moving on. We have the beautiful Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. This is the original. It was released in 2019. It is a pear, vetiver, vanilla, compliment getter fragrance. It has some floral notes and leather in there and some musk. This is such a beautiful fragrance. I wear it all year round. And like I said, most of my fragrances I picked up last year. So you can tell she got a little bit of wear. I like my labels. Next, I got La Belle Le Parfum. Have I worn this yet? I don't think I've worn this yet. I've had it on my fragrance tray, but I don't think I've worn it. Or if I did, I wore it once. It doesn't look like I wore it at all. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. I just can't tell. Yeah, I wore it. But anyway, this was released in 2021. It's another pear fragrance. It has tonka bean, jasmine, and vanilla. It is just as pretty as the original La Belle, but this one to me is a bit deeper and it smells like a cookie. Very pretty. I passed on the Terrible or Terrible or whatever, however you pronounce that one. The aquatic blue one that came out this summer. It was a pretty fragrance, but I passed on it because it was so aquatic. And I find, like I just said, I'm not reaching for those aquatic lighter fragrances, even though they're pretty. So next I have the original Scandal. I could not wait to get this lady with her legs up in the air, and I do enjoy this fragrance. It is a orange, honey, jasmine, patchouli fragrance. It has a little bit of peach, but mostly you get like the sweetness from the honey, the orange notes, and the jasmine. And for a lot of people, they say it's very heavy for them because of the honey. For me, it's just sweet, and people smell it on me, but I don't smell it. So I do enjoy this fragrance, as you see. I have worn it. I've worn it year round. And I know people say it's too heavy for the summer, but maybe it's my nose. It's not that heavy for me. I wear them, well, both of these. I've worn Scandal and the original La Belle in the summer, in the evening, and I enjoyed it. Okay. So now we're going to talk about Kayali Love Fest. All my fragrances got fingerprints all over them. Sorry, I don't have time to clean them now. This is Love Fest Burning Cherry. Ooh, Love Fest Burning Cherry 48. This is a beautiful cherry fragrance that came out this late summer with raspberry, bergamot, praline. Oh, that has a notes back here. I can give it right to you. Some Palo Santo, Gaiac wood, patchouli. Such a pretty fragrance. Wish to last a little bit longer, but I know what I will do, and it'll probably be in the near future, probably next month. I will be mixing it with some other Kayali fragrances to see how it layers. And most of my fragrances, I layer them anyway, but I layer them with Bath and Body or Victoria's Secret. But I'm going to do some mixing and matching with my other Kayali fragrances. And this is what put me on to Kayali. Excuse me, that made me want to get one of the fragrances. And then I ended up with 3. So the next one is, my cover came off. Just a minute. This is Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper number 25. This is such a pretty rose fragrance to me. This is one of her intense fragrances. This has pink pepper, saffron, bergamot, Bulgarian rose, May rose, vanilla orchid, amber, patchouli, musk. This is so pretty and elegant smelling. I really like this. I know a lot of people say they don't like this one. I just don't understand why. It just smells pretty to me, but as I found out, I like rose. That's something that's on it. I'm like, I done scratched up all my bottles, transporting them. But anyway, this was my 3rd fragrance by Kayali, and I'm going to throw a shout out to Amy Glam. I won her giveaway, and this is what I got with the gift card that she sent me. I picked up this Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper fragrance from Sephora. And last but not least, I did jump on the hype train, and I was lured in to get Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli number 64, and I'm glad I jumped on the train. I really like this fragrance. It's a spicy vanilla, like it says in the title, sugar patchouli, and it is sweet. It has a patchouli note in there, and oud. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Okay, it has vanilla, Sir Absolute, golden rum, creme brulee, brown sugar. Very pretty. I enjoy this fragrance. So glad I picked it up. And this is another one of her intense fragrances that do last. When I wore it, really, I just tested it. I'm trying to think. I know I made a decant bottle. I didn't wear it, but I did make a decant. So that's why it looks like I really wore it. But no, it was a bottle that I made to travel with. But when I tested it, it lasts over 8 hours. It is so pretty. Beautiful for this time of weather. And I'm going to be putting these Kayali fragrances to work pretty soon, because I really do like them. That is my little Kayali collection. Next I have Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc, which I'm going to give another shout out to someone. I won another giveaway, and this was from Simply Shaughnessy. This is a summertime fragrance, And I also have the shimmering body oil. This is a fragrance for me that's more on the drier side. It is like a bougie warm weather fragrance, like you're going to be on the yacht or in somebody's infinity pool or something like that, or just looking pretty sitting on the sidelines. It has some bitter orange, some bergamot, pistachio. So it has that nuttiness to it. Pink pepper, tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, some coconut, amber, tonka bean, vanilla. So it's slightly sweet, but it's more of a dry wine fragrance. To me, it's in the same category with Versace, Crystal Dior. Same type of fragrance. Not the same fragrance. It does not smell the same, but same type of fragrance. It's giving off that rich, bougie type of vibe for an aquatic fragrance. And then I have my beautiful heavy hitter that I've wanted for years and finally got it last year. This is Tom Ford's Black Orchid. I smelled it and smelled it and smelled it in the store because I knew the beginning of the fragrance was kind of, I don't know, but you cannot deny the dry down on this bad boy. This is a bougie, kind of loud, kind of out there, more of a cold weather type scent. It's black dress ready. It's just a pretty fragrance to me. It is a complicated vanilla essence fragrance. You have some spicy notes with vetiver in there and spices, and you have the sexiness of the jasmine, ylang ylang, chocolate, patchouli. This is a beautiful fragrance to me. That is Tom Ford Black Orchid. Nobody can change my mind. She's beautiful. That's my Tom Ford collection. Okay. So I'm already at over 30 minutes. So I'm going to try to do a few more of these. And then I'm going to have a part 3. I think my collection is bigger than what I thought. But wow. Okay, so next I have Christian Dior Hypnotic Poison. But I don't even think he used Christian anymore, so Dior. This is a beautiful vanilla almond fragrance. It has some plum and apricot in there and some rose and tuberose and jasmine. But mostly you get a dry down of vanilla and almond. It even has some coconut. And that was released in 1998. It is just a sweet fragrance. I do not get Play-Doh from it, but it is sweet and it's nice to layer with. And as you can see, I've been getting my wear out of it. I hope you can see it. It's right here. The only thing or the only complaint I have is about the longevity, but I really enjoy that fragrance. Next, I have Dior J'adore Perfume Doux. Somebody left it in my comments how to pronounce it. And this was released in 2022. It is a natural fragrance with no alcohol. So it just has jasmine, sandalwood, green notes, magnolia, rose, neroli. That's a few of the notes. And it is a milky fragrance. I have worn it. I do have to have a decant with me, but it did blend very well with, I think I wore it with Life of the Party from Bath and Body Works, and it was pretty. I think this is more of a warm weather fragrance, but I did wear it in the cold and I got away with it and it was beautiful. It's more on the floral side and slightly sweet. And next, I have this pretty girl, Dior Poison Girl EDP. This is a beautiful, it is a beautiful orange, vanilla, almond fragrance. It has rose in it and some orange blossom, bitter orange. It has a lot of those vanilla-ic type fragrance like Tonka bean and Cashmere. So I do like this fragrance. I wore it year round. I think a lot of people think it's heavy because it does have an EDT that's very similar to it, but it's a little bit lighter and brighter. But I like the EDP version. Very pretty. So these are my Christian or Dior fragrances. I almost forgot that I had that J'adore fragrance. I think I forgot to say that Poison Girl was released in 2016. But now I have a few Middle Eastern fragrances for you. I have Swiss Arabian Casablanca. This is a sparkling apple drink type fragrance. It has apple and grapes, some patchouli and iris and caramel, amber. So it's a nice sweet fragrance. I think it's year round. A lot of people will talk about it in the spring or in the fall. I think it's year round and I think it projects and lasts long on your body. Very nice fragrance. I'm happy with that one. Then I have another Swiss Arabian fragrance that is Shag Off Oud. This is a very heavy hitting fragrance. It has rose and praline and oud and saffron in there. It was released in 2016. Heavy hitting, strong fragrance. Just right for this type of weather. Compliment getter. Just a beautiful fragrance. So these are the two fragrances that I have from Swiss Arabian. I should say the two so far because I'll probably be picking up at least one more, I'm sure, this year because I'm kind of exploring the Middle Eastern fragrances. So that is Casablanca and Shag Off Oud. Now we are into my pink sugar, Aquilina. This is the original, the Eau de Toilette. I think this one came out in 2004 or 5. It is a cotton candy fragrance. So pretty. Has lots of fruit notes at the top. Like strawberries and blackberries and all kind of stuff. Bergamot. But it's very heavy. It has a patchouli and cotton candy. I don't know if it has brown sugar in it or not. Just a beautiful, long-lasting, sweet fragrance to me. I enjoy it, and I will continue to have it in my collection. Once upon a time, it was my favorite fragrance, and I still like it. And men still like it too. It is a compliment getter. Next, I have Pink Sugar Berry Blast. It is a lighter version or a lighter take on the Pink Sugar lineup. This has blueberry in it and orange and bergamot. It still has a cotton candy. Has some cherry and strawberry, caramel, vanilla. It has a lot of the same notes that the original pink sugar has, but it has less notes. And to me, it's not as heavy. It's a little bit airier and brighter. So that is my 2 pink sugars. I wanted to get the pink sugar chocolate or something like that, but that was hard to find, so didn't get it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to end it off here. I'm already at over 40 minutes, and I hope you're enjoying this. Please like, share, subscribe, share with a friend, especially people that like to see perfume collections from us crazy people that keep buying just a multitude of perfumes. And I will see you on the next one. And I want to say hello and welcome to all the new and existing subscribers. I really appreciate you being here, watching the videos, leaving comments, giving me the thumbs up. And what I really need you to do, if you watch me often, please check and see if you're subscribed. I have a lot of people that are watching my videos and that are coming back to my videos, but I don't think they've subscribed yet. So I'm still on the road to 1,000, so I really need that. And I thank you, and I will see you on the next one, part 3. Bye-bye.